Manuel, at around what time are you going to be home today? I need to know whether I should make dinner for you or not.
Huh? No, I'm gonna be eating outside again, of course. Listen up, Agatha. You need to stop trying to follow my every move. You see, we're basically just husband and wife by law, which means that the honeymoon we're gonna be going on started this weekend is just for show. Since everyone would find it strange if the CEO's son didn't go on a honeymoon with his wife. You were just married off to me by your father as some sort of business strategy, so don't try and take away my freedom from me. You do whatever you want, and I'll do whatever I want. Understand?
To be honest, I don't quite understand what you're trying to tell me, but your father told me that he would be visiting our house tonight and that he's going to be here very soon. I think it would be best if you're home when he comes.
What? My father? Why in the world is he going to pay us a visit? I don't remember doing anything wrong.
Your bag suddenly broke, right? And so you were going to borrow your father's instead for the honeymoon, remember? I don't understand why you're suddenly panicking after I told you that your father would be visiting us, though.
Oh, so that's why he's going to be coming to our house. It's fine if that's the case, though. And here I thought that...
Okay. Apparently he's going to bring 3 of his bags and wants you to choose which one you're going to bring. Which is why you need to be here when he gets here.
How long is it until he gets there?
He'll probably be here in around 30 minutes. He says he's going to come by car.
Huh. It looks like I barely have enough time to get there before he does. Fine, it can't be helped. I'm coming home right now. Jesus, this better not be some trick to get me to come home, Agatha.
What? I assure you, I'm not lying. Anyways, take care.
Hey, Agatha! Ride the Shinkansen that's gonna come after the one I'm going to ride myself. The one headed for Osaka, alright?
What? We're not going to get on the same Shinkansen?
Of course we're not gonna get on the same Shinkansen. We're gonna be meeting each other before the check-in at the hotel, right? We'll move separately until then. Oh, and I reserved 2 rooms at the hotel, so you sleep in the one that's not mine.
Manuel... But I don't think that's how honeymoons are supposed to go.
I already told you that our wedding was just a matter of business, right? We're only husband and wife on paper, which means that this honeymoon of ours is gonna be just for show as well. You don't understand even that? Like I said, you're not my actual wife, so you don't have the right to take away my freedom.
But I don't see how me spending time with you is taking away your freedom. Even if our marriage was just a business decision, we're still husband and wife. I thought that we could use this honeymoon to get to know each other more. I understand that you want to maintain distance with me in our relationship, but don't you think that we should at least try and get along?
Sorry, but I don't think the same. So too bad. Don't push your values on me. You don't have the right to tell me what to do.
So we're going to do our own things at our destination? Why are we even going in the first place then? I don't think there's a need to go all the way to Osaka if all we're doing is trying to make everyone think that we're actually going on a honeymoon.
Of course we're gonna do our own things at our destination. And it's not enough to just take a leave from work and say that we're gonna go on a honeymoon, you know? We have to actually go to our destination to make it more believable. Jesus, can't you understand even that, Agatha?
Manuel, I just checked into the hotel, so I thought I'd tell you about it.
Huh? Oh yeah, whatever.
I don't think you're going to bother visiting me, but I'm staying at room 1203 on the 12th floor.
What? But isn't that on a higher floor than my room? Why did you take a better room than me?
Oh, is that so? I don't think that just because it's on a higher floor means that it's a better room, though. Sure, you could argue that it has a better view of the city, but...
Shut up! I'm on the 9th floor in room 910! It's not fair that you're staying on the 12th floor, while I have to stay on the 9th floor.
Is that so? I had noticed that you weren't at the lobby at our designated meeting time, but looks like you had checked in before me like I thought.
Give me that room instead!
I don't think you'd want that.
Huh? Oh, why wouldn't I want that room?
Because this room only has a single bed.
What are you talking about?
It's not a double bed, so I think it would be difficult for two people to sleep in it.
What in the world are you talking about, Agata? Are you trying to imply that I'm cheating on you or something? I'm on my own in room 910, you know?
Today, a new employee at our company, Monica, is going to be staying over with you, right? And tomorrow, you're going to be sleeping with Marcella, our neighbor, right?
Huh? What are you saying?
I know that you've been going out with other women even now that you're married with me. I mean, you're bringing these two women with you secretly to our honeymoon, so that must mean that they're your favorites, right?
How'd you know about this?
It doesn't really take a detective to notice that you've been cheating on me, you know? Wait, so you were actually trying to hide the fact that you were cheating on me? Well, I guess you did take the precaution of making me ride in a different Shinkansen than you. I was a bit confused as to why you wanted to go through that hassle, but apparently you were trying to hide these other women from me, huh? To be honest, I thought that you already knew that I knew, you see? I mean, you even laid your hands on our two maids that we hired. Not only that, but your friend's sister as well.
You know about even that? Who told you?
About you laying your hands on your friend's sister? Your friend did. Luckily for you, she wasn't married yet. Otherwise... I mean, it really didn't look like you were trying to hide it at all. You were basically flaunting how many women you had. That's also what I thought you meant when you said that you didn't want me to take your freedom or something. I thought that you were just telling me not to do anything about you cheating on me. Besides, did you really think I was so dumb that I wouldn't have noticed any of that? And I guess when you yourself are dumb, you just assume that other people are also, huh?
Huh? Did you just say that I'm dumb? Wait, hold on. If that's the case, then... Fine, if you already know, then it can't be helped, I guess. I mean, it's not like you're in a position to be able to divorce me anyways.
What? What do you mean I'm not in a position to get divorced with you?
You already understand yourself, right? Your dad's company is just a tiny company that works for my dad's company. You see, your dad married you to me so that my father's company would prioritize trading with your dad's company. If the two of us got divorced, not only would that advantage your father's company has disappear, but my father's company would stop trading with your father's company completely. Which means that if you don't want your father's company to go bankrupt, then you have no choice but to keep being my wife.
I see. So that was the thought process behind all of the strange things you've said to me until now? To be honest, I thought that you were just saying all of those things because you had thought that I was too weak-willed to do anything about it, but it looks like you actually had some sort of logic behind it in your mind.
If you understand what I'm telling you, then don't you dare go against me, alright? I'm gonna be with my other women even on our honeymoon. If you don't like that, then go home on your own. I doubt you have the courage to do something like that, though.
I understand. I'll do what I want from now, so you do what you want as well. That's what you said to me yourself, right?
Yep, finally you understand. Just because we're married on paper doesn't actually mean we have to act like a real husband and wife. Leave me be, and I'll leave you be in return. There's nothing wrong about that, right?
Good morning, Mother. Can we talk right now? Oh, hello, Agatha. How's the honeymoon going? Are you getting along well with Manuel? Nope, not at all. Huh? I might sound ungrateful to you for suddenly saying what I'm about to tell you, but it looks like Manuel is greatly misunderstood as to why me and him got married in the first place. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. A great misunderstanding? I don't know if his father thinks the same way as him, but he said something about how he was going to make Manuel the CEO of his company sometime next year, right? At this rate, I can see our company's skills being abused by theirs. I also think that it's only a matter of time before the relationship between our two companies becomes terrible. I see. Just what in the world happened between you and Manuel to make you think that the relationship between our two companies is going to worsen? That's what I wanted to talk to you and Dad about. Dad's probably still asleep since it's the weekend and it's only 8 a.m., but you could probably wake him up, right? Oh, so that's why you contacted me instead of your father. Yep, to tell you the truth it is. I heard that Manuel's father stayed over at our house last night. He's probably going to wake up too after Father wakes up, right? Yep, I think I can get them soon. All right. I want to talk to you guys via video chat in 1 hour. Can I count on you to get them for me? Yep, don't worry about it. I'll get the two of them ready to chat with you on their computers, so prepare what you have to tell them in the meantime. Thanks, I'm counting on you then.
Hey, you gotta celebrate because I decided that today I'm gonna spend the day with you. Get yourself ready and come to my room in 10 minutes. Hey, Agata! Your 10 minutes is up! Why haven't you come yet? Come to my room as soon as possible. I canceled my plans with my other women and am being kind enough to be with you on our honeymoon instead. But you're gonna ignore me despite that?
Good morning, Manuel. I thought I was getting a ton of notifications on my phone, but it was you, huh?
Huh? What's with that tone of voice? You think it's alright for you to talk to your husband like that? And to think I was planning on being kind enough to spend time with you instead of my other women. Not only do you not come when I tell you to, but now you're talking to me with an attitude? If you don't come to my room within the next 3 minutes, then I'm seriously just going to ignore you for the rest of our honeymoon. You were the one who said you wanted to get to know me or something, right? Well, I'm giving you that opportunity now.
But weren't you planning on having a good time with Marcella today? Besides, I thought you told me that the two of us were only married on paper. And that I would do what I wanted to do because you would do what you wanted to do while we were here.
Huh? I changed my mind! If you understand what I'm telling you, then hurry up and come to my room. I decided to spend my time with you for the remaining days of our honeymoon.
So what you're trying to tell me is that while you get to do what you want to do, I don't and have to do as you say? Sorry, but I'm not interested anymore.
What? But I'm trying to tell you that I'm going to prioritize you over Marcella. Aren't you even a little bit happy to hear that? Any other woman would be delighted to spend some time in bed with me.
I don't know whether I should laugh or throw up at what you just told me. Anyways, what do you mean you're prioritizing me over Marcella? Didn't Marcella just go home because her husband found out about how she was cheating on him with you? You're just calling me over because you've got no other woman to satisfy your needs with, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to need to go to a brothel for that because I am certainly not interested.
Huh? Wait, how do you know that Marcella went home? What's with you and knowing all this stuff since yesterday? Did you hire a detective agency or something? Or did you hide a microphone in my clothes or something?
No. I know that Marcella went home because I'm the one who told her husband about what she was doing. Oh, and I'm not there anymore as well, so don't bother trying to go to my room. I went home last night, you see.
Huh? Hold on, you're going too fast. First of all, why'd you have to go and tell Marcella's husband about the two of us? That was none of your business. And second of all, what do you mean you went home last night?
I got on a Shinkansen yesterday and went home. It's not really that complicated. And I told Marcella's husband about it, both because I wanted to and I had the right to do it. Oh, and by the way, I'm currently in the process of packing my stuff because I'm going to be moving to my parents' house.
Huh? Just what are you planning on doing? You left your husband in the middle of your honeymoon and went home on your own without even telling me anything? Do you want to get divorced with me or something?
Yes. I was just about to tell you that myself. I'm going to divorce you.
Huh? But didn't I just explain to you yesterday what would happen if you got divorced with me? My father's company would stop doing business with your father's company, and your father's company would go bankrupt because of that.
Let me explain it to you in order. First off, I told both of our parents that I wanted to get divorced with you this morning, and also explained why I wanted to get divorced. They agreed to my decision immediately.
Huh? Why? Why would my father agree to such a thing? I thought that he would be furious if you were to do such a thing.
Manuel, it seems like you are greatly misunderstood. It's true that my father's company mainly works under your father's company, but you see, my father's company has patents on multiple products, and...
Huh? What do you mean, patents?
Your father's company outsources the work involved in dealing with these patents to my father's company. In other words, my father's company does work for your father's company that no other company would be able to do for them.
Wait, does this mean that...
Yes. It means that if my father's company and your father's company stop doing business, then it's your father's company that's going to be in trouble. Not the other way around.
Seriously? Are you being serious right now?
And what would I gain from lying to you about this? I talked to your father about this yesterday. He says that there's no way he's going to let a cheating piece of scum like you inherit his company. Meaning that you're no longer going to be the CEO next year, I'm afraid.
What? But what does me cheating on you have anything to do with the company?
Ask him about the details yourself when you go to work.
Fine, I understand. I'm gonna stop seeing all my other women starting from today. That's what you want, right?
What?
From now on, you're gonna be the only woman in my life. I'm gonna take care of you like an actual husband from now on. In exchange for that, I want you to forget about everything that happened up until now. There's no need to get divorced, you know?
Manuel, it looks like you've made another misunderstanding.
Huh? What shocking piece of information do you have now?
Our marriage has nothing to do with our father's companies. We were just introduced to each other, remember?
Huh?
Which means that now that I know about your adultery, all I'm left to do is divorce you. And just because we get divorced, it doesn't mean that our father's companies will no longer do business with each other.
Huh? If that's the case, then why am I not gonna become the CEO anymore?
I think that's just because after seeing your actions these past few days, your father decided that you weren't fit to become a CEO.
Huh? Why not?
Well then, I'll be contacting you about my lawyer as soon as I'm done preparing everything I need. Why don't you take a bath in the meantime?
Huh? Are you trying to say that I stink or something?
I don't stand out appearance-wise, and neither do I have a very loud personality. And for that reason, people often make the mistake that I'm weak-willed. This, combined with the fact that Manuel thought that my father's company relied on his father's company, made him think that I wouldn't be able to do anything no matter what he did. Which is why he cheated on me with multiple women like that. Anyways, Manuel and I got divorced almost immediately after we got married. Which means that the alimonies I received from the multiple women he cheated on me with, and from Manuel himself, wasn't that large. But Manuel, on the other hand, it seems that the 5 women he laid hands on were all married. And he had to pay much larger alimonies to their husbands than the ones that I received from their wives. Soon after this, Manuel's parents cut ties with him, and he was fired from his job at his father's company as well. He now barely makes enough to support himself by doing day jobs and juggling multiple part-time jobs. Always living in extreme poverty since he still has the 5 alimonies he has to pay for.
Hey, Emily, pick up, would you? Are you out of your mind? What the hell did you do?
What are you talking about? Aren't you at your mom's place yet?
You just got here a little while ago.
What's up? Why are you so upset?
Don't give me that. I know all about it, Emily. That $1,500 you send to Mom every month? She tells me that you're paying off your own debts. Is that true?
Huh? I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You deduct $1,500 from my monthly salary and send it to her to help her out. I asked you to do that for me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She tells me that you're not sending her a dime. That you're using that $1,500 to pay off your own debt. How could you, Emily? I trusted you.
Oh, wait a second. Can you back up a bit?
I was shocked that you even had some debt, but using the money that's supposed to be set aside for Mom being used to pay off your debts, that is what's so unforgivable. Listen up, Emily. I want you to deposit all that money that you swindled from my mom, every last penny. You got that?
What's the amount she's demanding?
$1,800. You've been taking advantage of her for a year now. $1,500 per month multiplied by 12 equals $18,000. I want that money deposited today, Emily. She's in the kitchen right this minute crying her eyes out. She says she can't survive on her measly Social Security check.
Oh, really? I didn't realize she was getting Social Security.
What are you blabbing about?
I said I didn't know she was getting retirement benefits.
Of course, why wouldn't she? She's over 65 and is entitled to receive federal benefits.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not texting you to talk about her social benefit program. This is about her monthly support that you were supposed to be sending her.
For your information, I've been depositing $1,500 at the end of every month. I've never missed a payment. And about this debt she says I have no financial obligations, at least that I know of.
But Mom just said...
Let's just stop you right there, Mark. I mean, stop and think for a second. As you know, I work full-time at the office. And in addition to that, I do freelance stuff at home, which brings in $1,500 to $2,000 a month. Which means I bring in a total of $4,000 or more every month. Do I really have to go into debt?
Yeah, I know all about that. I told her that. She said that's BS. You made all that up.
Excuse me?
She's sure you haven't deposited a dime. You probably have huge debt way over what you bring in. That's what she said. And I believe Mom. She wouldn't lie to me. I can't believe this has been going on for a year. You really pulled the wool over my eyes.
I always knew you had this mommy complex, but didn't realize it was so bad.
Huh? I beg your pardon?
You see me every day, for God's sake! You interact with me. We live together. Then you visit your mom for one day and now I'm Darth Vader? Your mom's always been pretty coercive.
Coercive? How could you say that about my mom, Emily?
Why don't you just ask to see her bank book? I'm sure this whole misunderstanding will be cleared up.
That's Mom's personal stuff. I can't just look at it without her permission.
Oh, yeah? Okay, if you say so. But I'll say it again. I have no debt, and I've been sending her $1,500 a month every month on the dot. End of story.
No way you're gonna put one over on me again.
This is going nowhere. Let's just chill out a little and talk about this later. I recommend that you take that time to get your act together. Hey, Mark. Are you serious? What's this? Divorce papers? Seriously?
Oh yeah, sent those out yesterday. Got them already, huh? I'm sure you already looked them over. You do see my name down at the bottom next to the blank one, set aside for you, I take it.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I'm texting you. So, what the hell is this?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? Those papers say it all, doesn't it? No need for an explanation.
All I get from this is that you simply want a divorce. I'm asking why.
That's all you're gonna get.
Oh, I see. You've been cheating on me. Is that it?
How could you say that? Where's the proof for that?
See what I mean? This kind of mix-up always leads to these misperceptions. I need to know exactly why you want a divorce. Is that too much to ask?
I'm surprised you don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. It's your despicable actions toward my mother and you keeping this from me, lying to me.
Is this what's this all about? The money I was supposed to send your mom and that BS about me having some kind of debt? Don't tell me you still believe all this nonsense!
That's right. Finally admitting to your wrongdoing, huh?
I'm not admitting anything! All I'm doing is verifying why you want a divorce. That's all. Like I said, I'm not in debt. I don't even have credit card debt. And about sending your mother money, I did that as you asked.
There you go, lying your ass off again. Anyway, I want that $18,000 that you stole from my mom. You're not getting away with that.
I might as well be talking to a brick wall.
All I'm asking is you give that $18,000 back. I won't be asking for any other compensation. You should be grateful that I'm such a nice guy.
Okay, whatever. Just give me a little time then, would you? This is just so sudden. I need to get my head around what's happening.
Yeah, well, I can do that little favor, I suppose. I know you need some time to get that cash ready too, so tell you what, I'll give you a week. How's that? That money is probably quite a blow for someone who has a huge debt to pay off, but this is for my poor old mom. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not backing down, just so you know.
Hey Mark, are you there? Is it true that you quit your job?
Hey Emily, today's the deadline, wasn't it? Make sure you deposit that $18,000 into Mom's bank account by the end of the day. You got that?
Before I do that, I need some answers. I haven't seen you in a while. You apparently haven't come home. Seems you packed all your stuff and moved out when I was at the office.
Yeah, the condo's in your name, so when we split, I'm the one who has to move out. I took the initiative. I was worried about Mom living here all alone, too. Figured it would be an opportune time to come back home. Sooner the better, right?
Is that why you quit your job?
Yeah. They refused my request to move to another office nearby, and this 4-hour commute was really getting to me. Luckily, there's a job opening near my mom's place, so I'm gonna get a job there.
You've been pretty busy, I see.
Why do you even know about me quitting? Who told you? I haven't told anyone yet.
It was a Thanksgiving weekend and you didn't come home. And I was just wondering where you had disappeared to. So I called your office to check if you were there. They told me you came to the office 2 or 3 days ago and submitted your resignation. They also told me you had a bunch of paid holidays left, and so you used that and quit early.
Well, that's a relief. No hassle of having to explain everything to you. That's the story. Do you finally understand the strong devotion toward my mother?
Devotion, huh? Sounds more like an abnormal obsession.
Pardon me?
There's another question I had. Are you going to continue paying that $1,500 to your mom out of your own pocket?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna play out, I suppose. I wouldn't ask my ex-wife to pay it now, would I?
I see. I just wanted to verify that. I'll submit the divorce papers by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, and have that $18,000 in the account by the end of the day. Got that?
Goodbye, Mark.
Emily, pick up, please. I need money, that $18,000.
Are you still harping on about that? I've been sending your mom her money right on time every month. Until last month, at least.
Yeah, I understand.
Pardon me?
You know that bank account book that you returned to me after our divorce went through? I saw that the $1,500 was deposited into my mom's account every month.
So, at long last, you see what I've been telling you. That you had no right to accuse me of stealing $18,000 from your mother.
Yeah, right. It's just that...
Spit it out, for God's sake.
It was Mom who was in debt.
Wait a second. Your mom? In debt? Okay.
Yeah, things seemed fishy, so I confronted Mom on it and she spilled the beans. When my dad died about 2 years ago, she was tricked into buying some fake art. A painting supposedly by some famous painter, sculpture by Picasso, or so she thought. And she traded in stock. In a mere 6 months, she ended up spending $50,000 and even accumulated a considerable debt.
Wow, seriously? $50,000?
Now that I think of it, Mom has always been over-trusting, gullible. When Dad was around, he acted as a barrier, prevented her from being hoodwinked, but with him gone. Now that I think of it, it was about a year ago that she started hounding me about not having enough to live on.
So what you're telling me is that the $1,500 that I deposited into her account for the past year was to pay off her debt. Did I get that right?
Yeah. Even with that, she was still struggling. So, what she came up with was to get us divorced, and after a while kick you out of that condo. Then she and I move in there. Her plan was to have me support her after that.
I figured it would turn out to be something like this. So your mom was the perpetrator in this whole sordid mess.
Yeah, I didn't.
Getting us to divorce went without a hitch, but taking over my condo didn't go as planned, did it? You went ahead and moved out and went back home. In the bargain, you were out of a job.
Well, I figured I could,
Oh yeah, and your mom's social security? She didn't work long enough to be eligible. Maybe a few hundred a month, but nothing to write home about.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I heard your mom talking about that a few years ago. That she never really worked, and had always been just a housewife. She said she wasn't expecting to get much.
No way, for real? I was hoping she'd support me until I landed that new job. That means I got zero income.
Huh? I thought you already landed that job? You seemed pretty confident about it last time we talked.
I did have it in the back, at least I thought so. My old high school buddy started this company. I figured it would be local, but actually it's in New York.
You mean like New York? As in New York City?
Yeah, so we're struggling here. I can't just move to New York. I don't even know if I got the job, and even if I did, what do I do with Mom? I can't leave her here to fend for herself.
Sounds like you got your back against the wall, Mark.
Yeah, so, look, about that $18,000, I could use it just about now. And if it's not any trouble, I would appreciate it if you deposit $1,500 into my bank account every month, as you've been doing.
Sorry, I'm gonna pass on that.
What? What are you saying? Your husband is in trouble here. The least you can do is help me out.
You're forgetting one thing, Mark. I already submitted the divorce papers.
You already...
Yep, we're no longer husband and wife. Sorry.
No, wait, you can't be serious, Emily.
I am definitely serious. Goodbye, Mark.
Please, Emily, how are we supposed to survive? What do we do, Emily? Please.
Mark and his mother came to my condo a few days later. I guess they figured if they rushed over here with the marriage papers, I would sign it. And we would be husband and wife again. So confident were they that they even brought all their luggage with them. But, unbeknownst to them, I had already moved away. As nobody opened the door, they proceeded to go on strike and shouting stuff like, "Let us stay! Support your family! Stop husband abuse!" Absurd nonsense like that. This obviously caused considerable disturbance to the neighbors, and eventually the police were called. That's when they found out I had already moved out, which left them dumbfounded, as you can imagine. In addition, they loaded all their stuff into a taxi and came all the way here. It's like a 3-hour drive. They were apparently left penniless, and some relatives had to come and pick them up. I bet it was pretty embarrassing for the both of them. A few days later, this relative introduced them into a live-in job up north. Some sort of factory. Last I heard, they were working their butts off, day in and day out, to pay off the debt that his mom had accumulated.